Hello friends, hello family. I am here in the hopes that we together can find some light and wonder to help us through difficult times. I'm Olivia, and this was Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, but it's now Olivia's Tarot and Charms. Sometimes just the memory of something or someone can really lift our spirits, like coffee with a friend. And yes, I do like to pretend that you are here having coffee with me now. So I will pour a cup for each of us. And have a little sip. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's not easy to find time for a sit down with a friend, so I really appreciate this moment. Whatever your preferred beverage or treat, go ahead and grab it. You can pause the video to do that, and then come have a seat and let's take a deep breath together. This is a pick a card tarot reading featuring unintentional ASMR. If you're not sure what that means, we'll see the definition in the description of this video. And if you've never done a tarot pick a card, they're easy to do. Just follow along with the video. That's it. So I do use timestamps, and I think there's little marks where you can skip ahead on this video. See the description if you don't see those little marks, and you can get those timestamps. But remember that you are the master of your destiny, the creator of your path. So whatever the cards read, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Don't make life-altering decisions or choices based on this or any other tarot pick a card. Okay, so here we have our cards. We're using 4 different decks today. I will talk about those as we go. I'll also list them in the description of this video. And now is the time for you to go ahead and take the time and take a look at the cards. You can choose by the deck or the position that they're in, or by the color of the butterfly on top. That's what I'm going to mark is like, I'm going to call this the red butterfly, the yellow butterfly, the green one, and the blue one. Now, I'm saying I'm calling them this because I know that sometimes on camera they look completely different. They look like completely different colors. So that, in other words, but anyway, you get the picture. Okay. All right, so we are going to go ahead. If you need more time to choose, just choose them all. Or you can pause the video and take your time and choose the one that you really feel you're most drawn to. But like I said, you can in fact choose them all. I'm going to move these to the side right now because we are going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with the red butterfly. And your cards are as follows. We have the moon. Oh, and this deck is the Everyday Witch Tarot, okay? And we have the moon, mysterious and secretive and ever-changing. The moon is responsible for the tides, but don't be afraid of change. Instead, fight less and go with the flow. The only certainty there is that things will inevitably change. You also have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents a new beginning, a beginning of love, strength of spirit, and or other. Love and strength of spirit, mostly. Accept the gifts that loving and being love offers, but don't be afraid to be alone. We always have ourselves, with or without a particular person, our partner. Still, don't be afraid to say yes to love of all kinds, not just romance. With this card, love can come to us through friendship, our pets, ourselves, and even and especially spirit. Okay? Last but not least, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is an intellectual, and she knows there are 2 sides to every truth or sword. They're both sharp. The Queen is never afraid to be alone because she knows that she is never really alone, hence her cat, herself, her people, her sovereignty. Okay, so all together, what is this saying? It's saying to go out, be brave, don't be afraid. Love is coming for you, but don't overlook it just because it's not romantic love. Although, for some of you, this may be a romantic love. Okay? You know what? I would like to go ahead and utilize our Healing the Mind and Spirit cards. They are affirmations. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. But we're going to draw an affirmation for you to kind of pull this together. And here's what we have. It's better to say no when you need to and say yes when you want to. Otherwise, anger will creep in and you'll resent the person and the obligation. Your affirmation is, I feel no guilt when I say no to someone. Now, I will say I would rather the affirmation be more positive and say, I feel wonderful when I say no, when I mean to say no to someone. Now, remember this reading, I said, don't be afraid to say yes. But also, with this card, it's saying, and don't be afraid to say no. So stand in your truth. But love comes in many forms, shapes, and sizes. All right, we're going to put this to the side, and let's go ahead and get our next cat tarot. Well, yeah, we're going to do the yellow next. I'm not sure what order I actually have them in to begin with, but we'll go like this. If you picked the yellow butterfly, this will be your reading. Actually, I think I got this backwards because when I drew these, we had the 8 of Swords first. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the 8 of Swords. Feeling like your hands are tied. In this case, your paws. Are you feeling trapped? Luckily, you can practically think your way out of this one because you got yourself here. It's time to look inward, take responsibility, and face the music, and then you will see your way forward. That, or you've already just figured this out. So when I do these cards, you know, different cards have different books that go with them, and I do consult the books and sometimes I'll even quote the books, but I'll let you know when I do that. So your second card here in the cat deck is the 9 of Swords. Depression, anxiety, nightmares. Have you been feeling overwhelmed? Maybe even having a sense of dread? Just know this. Your perception may be skewed by mental exhaustion and fear. Things are tough, but they may not be as bad as you think. There is light at the end of the tunnel. That's almost a quote, but I did tweak it just a little bit. Here we go on with the last but not least card, which is the 6 of Cups, which is also the 6 of Hearts. And you'll see there are cups back here, and then they use the bowls as cups as well. And it says good things from the past are coming up for you. Reconnection to love, be it an old friend or something else. But all in all, be ready to hope. So I would like, let's put this all together. So you may be feeling exhausted. You may be feeling overwhelmed. You may be feeling a lot of things. But what we see going on here is that there's some good coming. And things aren't as bad as you think they are, first of all. Good things are coming. And with the 9 of Swords, which one? This one was the, yeah, with the 9 of Swords, I want you to know that this is, a lot of this is, I don't want to just say in your head. It's real, but it feels worse than it actually is, okay? So be prepared for hope. Oh, wait, we forgot to draw your affirmation card. This is from the Healing the Mind and Spirit card. Sometimes I like these affirmations, sometimes I don't. But we're going to draw you one. See if you like it. Okay. Wisdom is achieved slowly and is the active expression of knowledge in your everyday life. Loving service is the highest wisdom. So your affirmation is, I am becoming wiser each day. I really like that with this reading. To break out of those old cycles that are making you feel trapped. Go ahead and have hope, move forward. Good things are coming for you in love and friendship, and each day you are becoming wiser. All right, so I hope you like that. We're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to do the green. I think, yes, we are. We are doing the green butterfly next. And let's see what order I had these in. We had the magician in the middle. Yes, this is the right order. We have the 9 of rods. We have the magician, and we have the wheel of fortune. So the nine of wands or rods says, don't be afraid to cast off old habits or ways of doing things. Step forward and take action, accept new impulses, and get involved in new experiences. And that's really exciting, especially with the magician and the wheel of fortune coming through next, because the mage or the magician is like MacGyver. Remember MacGyver, that old TV show? Where he could make things, he could make a bomb out of chewing gum and I don't know, tape. Basically, you have everything you need to do what you need to do. You have it. You have what you need. You may not even need to look very far for them. Check your pockets. Look at your table. You have it. You have all the tools and you have the knowledge for things to happen. So just do it. Now, the Wheel of Fortune comes in. It has a lot of sphinx on here. I'm not sure what the plural of sphinx is. It sphinxes or sphinx. At any rate, we know they rise up from the ash, right? But this is also a card of luck. It says the time is right for bigger dimensions and better solutions, right? Okay? So you are in the right place at the right time with the right knowledge. You have luck. Luck is on your side. So now is time to let go and let it happen. So all together, I'm going to pull your affirmation as well. But altogether, this time of darkness is ending for you, okay? You're going to find that you have lots of tricks up your sleeve and ways to deal with this. And we've got your affirmation card now. In this world, we learn through relationships, not things. You can't take your things with you when you leave. And your affirmation is, I release my attachment to things. So I guess let's look at this again and think of it only. In fact, if you want to rewind, never mind. You may not want to do that. Basically, it's people that are going to help you out in this situation. You and people. I release my attachment to things. All right, let's move on to last but not least. We're doing the Kim Kranz Tarot. And let's see what order I had these in. I had the Fool first, which means it goes this way. The Fool. Kim Kranz is a beautiful artist. You can see her art here on her cards. The first deck I got was Attracted To by Kim Kranz is the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Archetype deck. But anyway, let's get into your reading. The first card is the Fool. The Fool is a wonderful card. It's one. Okay, so I love all the cards, but the Fool is definitely one of my favorites. I'm going to have a sip. When the coffee's so hot, I do have to kind of sip at it instead of chugging it like I do most other things. Okay, so the Fool here is a little fledgling ready to fly. This card is all about new beginnings and embarkment on an adventure. Your bags are packed and you are more than ready. You have what you need. Now, the moon encompasses the idea of the wild unknown. Imagination, creativity, and darkness and light. It's your time to howl. Go with the flow and be not afraid, especially since the Father of Swords is representing here. Unlike the fledgling, the Father of Swords has experience and knowledge and a gift of perception. Notice he's the owl. The owl can see in the dark. He is respected for his ability to remove himself from emotion and to deal in logic and fact. With deep ties to his family, any risks he takes are calculated. So, altogether, dude, you're ready to go. Stop being afraid. Stop letting anything stand in your way. If you're ready to fly, fly, baby. And let's see what your affirmation says. Okay. There is so much more to life than meets the eye. Love and beauty exist everywhere at all levels. Open your spiritual eyes. Your affirmation is, I awaken each day to the beauty around me. I awaken each day to the beauty around me. Wow. Okay. I love it. Thank you again so much for being here at my tarot pick a card. Remember, always, always, always stay true to yourself. We are at our best when we stand in our truths with our hearts open to one another. Please comment and like if this reading resonated with you. I love to hear your stories. And do remember, I will never solicit you in the comments for readings. If you want a private reading with me, you can come find me on Keen. That information will be in the description box. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload new content, and subscribe to my channel. But most importantly, come back. What I have here is a safe place, a safe space, open for you and wherever you are. Love the Creator, love each other, and learn to love by practicing love on yourself.